Hello, Gray Road families. I am sending a video at an abnormal time in the week because, as most of you know, Mayor Hogsett did make an announcement today. So I wanted to talk to you about that and what it means for us. There are some things, detail-wise, that will be coming. I don't have all the details right now, but I do have the important information that you need to know. So whether you're aware or not, Mayor Hogsett did make the announcement today that starting no later than November 30th, all schools K through 12 must go to fully virtual. So something to note here, first of all, that would be the latest would be November 30th, and K through 12 would not include preschool. Now, we haven't seen the official wording of the actual public order because they're still creating that document. But as long as the wording of that order is the same as what they said orally on the announcement, pre-K is not included in that. So we would be able to continue our preschool program. K through 12, or K through 6 in our case, however, would have to go fully virtual. Our teachers have Google accounts, and some of you already have accounts set up in Google Classroom, depending on what teacher you have in elementary school. So we do have that in order. We will be working over the next week and a half to make sure that teachers are fully ready and trained for this. And I believe that it's going to be a smoother transition this year than it was last year, but we have more time to prepare this year than we did last year, obviously, being in spring break and then just something coming out of the blue where you couldn't return to school last March. That was very difficult. And I do believe that this is going to be a better transition, though this is not optimal. This is not something that I had hoped for. And in fact, I had hoped it wouldn't come to this, but it has. So the mayor has said from November 30th until January 15th, and they reassess it at that point, that we will be fully virtual. So we're going to do our best. I think it's going to be a successful time. I know it's not. I know it's going to be difficult. I know there are going to be roadblocks. I know there are going to be things that come up that are very hard because students from not just Gray Road, but students from public schools and other schools around the area that you who I'm talking to, parents, you have your kids in other schools as well, and it's affecting them. It's not just affecting our Gray Road students. So I realize that there are going to be some difficulties like that, and we are going to do our very best to make things as simple as possible and just to make things as effective as possible because we want our kids to still learn. We want to give a good education no matter if we're doing school in person or virtual. So at this point, those are the details that I have, really just the details I was given off of that order, that announcement that occurred today at 10:30. I did call Marion County Health Department just to verify a couple of things, or one thing really in particular, is I just asked to make sure, is preschool included in this? Because in that order, in the announcement, it did not say preschool. It said K through 12. And so the person who I talked to at Marion County did say that as they understood it and the way that it was worded, which is what I thought, that pre-K is not included in this and can continue. So that is good news in the midst of some news that's not as great. But again, as we've said before, confidence. Let's have confidence, even though it's a difficult time, in the Lord, knowing that He's in control. He's in control of all things. He is not surprised by this or anything else. God is not up in heaven wringing His hands because these things have happened and He didn't know about it. He's not flustered. He's not frustrated. He's not up there saying, oh my goodness, I didn't realize that this mayor was going to do this, or I didn't realize that this pandemic was going to happen. No, God is in control, and we can have confidence in that, even amidst difficult, trying times such as this. James even goes so far as to say in James chapter 1 to consider it joy when we face trials of any kind. That's difficult, but It just shows us how good it is that we can trust in God, so good that we can find joy even in those types of circumstances. All right, guys, I'll have more details for you to come, but I knew, and I've already had calls and people asking, and rightly so, and so I just wanted to send out this video now so that you could at least see my face and just know, look, this is going to be different, of course. It's going to be not going to be the same as what we've been doing, and it's going to be a little difficult, especially as we get used to doing virtual again. But I also wanted you to see my face and to know that even though it's difficult, I trust God for this school, and you should too. Let's all trust Him together. All right, guys. Thank you so much. Let me know if you have any questions.